Group work sucks. My last group project, we weren't even speaking to each other by the end. What a disaster.
There were 4 of us in the group. 2 of us did all the work, but everyone got the same mark. It just wasn't fair.
There was so much bickering and gabbing, I could have done it better myself.
There was this loud guy and this pushy chick who made all the decisions. No one even listened to me. I ended up just being a grunt for all their big ideas. What a drag.
So why do we have to do this group stuff anyway?
Well, it's all about jobs. It's what employers want.
But why?
With globalization in an increasingly complex world, we require people who can work in a team-based environment. We want people who can work in a team and be successful at it.
Employers keep telling us they want our graduates to have good group effectiveness skills, to be good team players.
So what's group effectiveness anyway?
Group effectiveness is the ability to work respectfully with others, to see multiple sides of an issue, and to be willing to work toward a common goal. Let's start at the beginning. When a group first meets, if members don't know each other well, they should introduce themselves.
Hi.
It's also very important to find out what other members' goals are and to get a feel for each member's work and interpersonal skills. This is called initiating and is the first of 5 skills needed for basic group effectiveness.
Hi. I've seen you all in class before. I'm Lisa Matthews. I'm in phys ed.
Hi, I'm Ali Chasm, Business Studies.
Kathy Stein, education.
I'm in computer science. Todd DeLong.
Nice to meet you. I don't know how the rest of you feel, but I was thinking maybe we could talk about what each of us wants to get out of this project. I want to do well on this presentation. I'm sure we all do. But this is an elective for me. I have volleyball till 6:30 every weeknight and a part-time job on Saturdays. And I like to spend some time with my boyfriend.
So what are you saying?
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that I don't have a lot of time to spend on the presentation. And I'd like to meet on campus after my practice. At 8 if possible.
Well, that doesn't work for me. I'm a single parent. I need to pick my daughter up at 5 o'clock. Besides, I can't afford to have a babysitter in the evenings. And I want to teach English, so I need a good mark in this course.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not suggesting that we slough off the presentation, just that we work effectively, not waste time. And I think it's important that we all know where each of us is coming from. What do you guys think?
Well, this is an elective for me too, but I need to keep my GPA up. I'd like to do well, but I can't afford to neglect my business courses either.
Todd, what about you?
Well, I don't know. Well, to tell you the truth, I took this class because I thought it would be easy. I mean, I don't even like English. I'm in computers.
Kathy has an edge to her, but she seems like a hard worker. I guess it's tough being a single mom. I wonder how I can get along with her. Allie and I are on the same wavelength. I'm sure he'll pull his weight. Todd is a bit immature and pretty shy, but he seems like a decent guy. If we make an effort to include him, I think he'll do his share.
What a bimbo. She'll use her looks to manipulate the guys and try to get everything her way. Allie seems okay. I can work with him. What a goof. Why did I have to get stuck with that slacker?
Things seem a little tense between Lisa and Kathy. I hope they don't get into a power struggle and sidetrack the project. I need to smooth things out between them so that we don't come to grief. Todd doesn't seem too involved. I wonder what would motivate him.
Jeez, I wish I hadn't said that stuff about an easy course. Now they all think I'm a total goof-off.
Those chicks are a pair of control freaks. They're gonna be at each other's throats. Then it's gonna be pick on dumb old goofy Todd again.
Your expectations shape your behavior and the way other people interact with you. If you look for problems, you'll usually find them. However, if you stay positive and look for solutions, you can often find them as well. How do you think Lisa and Allie's behavior and expectations differed from Kathy's and Todd's? Which attitudes do you think will lead to more effective group work? The second skill required for group effectiveness is establishing group norms. It involves discussing and agreeing on the goals and expectations for the group, negotiating and assigning individual roles and responsibilities, and establishing agreed upon rules of acceptable behavior.
So we agree. Allie and I will do the research, and Lisa, you and Todd will be responsible for developing the presentation. And then we'll all give the presentation together.
In my last group presentation, we had some real problems. One person was always late and sometimes didn't even show up at all. And when she did come, she just joked around and wasted our time. I think it's important that we make some rules about being on time and other things to make sure we work effectively.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important that the workload gets distributed fairly and that everyone gets their work done on time.
Yeah. And nobody gets stuck with all the grunt work.
Staying on track is the third skill required for group effectiveness. That means focus on group goals and objectives. Respect each other's time by being on time, and don't waste group time with chatter and off-topic remarks. It also means solving problems together. Share decision-making and responsibility for group projects and the effective functioning of the group and each of its members. Assign the workload fairly. Do your share and insist others do the same. And most important of all, share the glory.
Kathy, I understand that you can't afford a babysitter, but I have volleyball until 7:30, and there isn't any time during the week that we can all get together.
Well, what's wrong with Saturday? My ex has Laura then.
I already told you. I work during the day, and my boyfriend and I go out Saturday night.
So what's more important?
Well, maybe having a social life isn't important to you, but it is to me.
Kathy, maybe you could bring your daughter with you to meet with us in the evening. Or if you wouldn't mind, maybe we could just have the meeting at your place.
Meeting at my place would be okay.
But I don't have a car.
Well, I can give you a ride.
Okay, I can live with that.
The fourth skill required for group effectiveness is conflict management. Positive friction, that is, conflict that leads to a positive result, can be useful. However, 3 signs of a truly dysfunctional group are
She's such a bitch. She never does anything.
distortion and exaggeration,
I don't trust him. He's not what he appears to be.
lack of trust,
Here she comes.
I'm out of here.
avoidance. Here's a 6-step method of resolving conflicts. First, describe the problem. Then, analyze the issues causing the problem. Work together to brainstorm solutions. Select the best solution. Then evaluate the possible outcomes of that solution. And finally, implement the solution. This plan is simple, but if you follow it, it works.
Well, good job on
Yeah, good job, guys.
After the work is done and credit is given, there's one more step for an effective group evaluation. Think about what went well and what didn't. Be specific. Use examples. Consider things to do again and things to avoid. Identify what you contributed, what others contributed. What did you learn?
Yeah.
There are 3 types of evaluation. Formal evaluation using interviews, surveys, and focus groups. This type of evaluation is most appropriate for large or official groups. Informal evaluation, where group members express their views through conversation and dialogue on how they felt the group worked. This is appropriate for small or informal groups. And of course, there's always the opportunity for self-evaluation of the group and your performance in it. Try to be fair and objective. Working in groups can be challenging, but rewarding. Either way, we all have to do it. Learn to do it effectively. Your career could depend on it.
Love 'em or hate 'em, groups are here to stay, so get used to it.